getting some loose ends cleared up. Good evening, YouTube. Here with you on Monday evening. 6:34 is the time. Kind of another busy day. Not a real busy day, but I finished the part 2 of the long journey. Uploaded that, and for some reason, and I have not figured this out yet, I told YouTube to schedule it for 6 a.m. tomorrow, like I always do. And I hit the button where it says schedule, and basically proceeded like I usually do. I went ahead and watched the video to make sure it was okay, and Bob said something about part 2 or something like that, and I thought he was talking about something else. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, and after I got done watching it, running. Anyway, like I done forgot where I was at now. The final, or the long journey part 2. Yeah, I went to watch it. I watched it, and then after I got done, I started to see something about it didn't look right, and I went on to back onto the edit page, and it said it was public. And I thought, well, I didn't mean it for to be public. I wanted to schedule, and I did. Like I said, I hit schedule. I didn't hit publish. There's 2 different buttons that come up. Anybody that does this, if you schedule it, you'll see the button says schedule, and if you publish it, it'll say publish. It said schedule. So I went in and quickly scheduled it again. After I think a total of 7 people. One was Bob, one was me, and I think there's 5 other people that got basically a sneak peek, or even maybe watched the whole thing. I did, but so I went ahead and scheduled it for tomorrow morning. So to you people that saw it, apologies, but this was on YouTube. I don't know why it did that, and I've seen other people do it. It's not just me. I've seen other people have videos pop up on the subscriptions or whatever, and say they've got to put up a new video, and they start watching it and it goes away. And I know that's the same thing that's happening. So obviously there's a little bug in YouTube that causes that, or lets that happen, or something. But for anyway, that's what I was working on today. It actually went a little bit better than I thought it would. It was pretty quick. So I got a lot to cover here on the bench. I got several things I want to say, show, whatever. You guys that's waiting on books, I got this yesterday with a grocery order, so I'll have tape to make the book. I didn't have any tape. I did, but it wasn't enough. So I'll be putting those packages together to take to the post office. Another item on the bench, you guys that are familiar with painting, that's a paint stir. This is going to be our boom alteration, or whatever. Well, no, I won't do that. The GPS is also on the bench. I'm going to share with you on the music thing how to do that and cover that. And the boom. The boom, like I said, I'm going to attach this like this, basically, and then it will, like I said, there'll be a nut on that, and I could use this. This is actually long enough that I could make the 2-part, but I think I just want to do the 1 part for now, and then later on. I don't plan on, this is a temporary thing, okay? This is absolutely temporary. It will not be the actual one I'm going to use, but it will work to prove a point. Proof of concept, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see how well it works. And like I said, when I do mount it, I want it to a wing nut on here, to where if I can adjust it around this way or that way if I need to. That gives us a little bit more leverage and variety, what do you want to call it. The last item on the agenda here is this hard drive case that I got in the mail today, and this is the one I ordered from Amazon, and we're going to take and put a hard drive in there. And I'm working on the hard drive in the other room. I'm copying all the the files that have to be moved onto another hard drive on the computer, and it's a lot easier to do that with when it's connected to the SATA bus instead of the USB bus. So I went ahead and did that now, and then when I put this back in, the bare drive back in here, I will have it copy that, and it can work overnight or whatever it needs to do. It's fine with me. But anyway, that's that. So this was kind of a funny situation. I did get a cable with it, which was good because I needed one. Some power supply and a stand for it, and even a screwdriver. Yeah, that's nice. There were, I think, 5 of these bags altogether. It was kind of like the people that wrap gifts in. They'll put a gift inside a gift, you know, package and things like that. I think there was 5 of these I had to go through before I got to the actual drive and stuff. So that was kind of comical. But anyway, that's another story. So, all right, I'm gonna stop yakking and get busy here doing some stuff. And probably the first thing I'm gonna do is the camera boom, because I want to try to use it for this video also. So stay tuned. Alright, I am back once more. It is now 6:59. I have the what do you call it, mounted. I'm going to show you with the other camera. So there you can see I'm using the ZE-1 for this. You can see this camera mounted on the boom extension, we're going to call it, I guess. Now, like I said, this has got a wing nut on it. It can be moved around if I need to move it around or whatever. But it is fairly stable. I mean, it's, like I said, this is a temporary. I understand this is not a permanent solution. And never really meant for it to be. I'll find a piece of metal. Somebody suggested the license plate. But I'm going to turn this off. Anyway, somebody suggested the license plate, and I don't think the license plate material is stiff enough to do this. This is not giving any, but it's not the best situation in the world either. As you can see, we can turn this around this way. Now, what happens if I turn it too much? There, you see the boom right up in this corner up in here, and so that's about as far as you can go that way. Now, if you've got it down like that. If you turn this around a little bit more, which you can do, you can see what it does. Comes back into position or there, whatever you want to call it. Now you can go up like this, and you get rid of it, and you can, you know, rotate this around also. You can do this, you can go around like this, and, you know, any way you want. So I think it's a good solution, I really do. And like I said, we're going to put it back like it was. And like I said, that's the solution I come up with. But anyway, I think that again, I think it's going to work out really good as far as this is concerned. I don't see a problem with it. I can rotate this around also with using this. I think, yeah. See, I can rotate that around, and then rotate this. And that's about the length of the farthest. Well, that's about the closest I can go to the boom, because I'm basically right up against it. But that will allow you to do some more things with it too. And each time you do something like that, it gives you a little bit more of a versatility, I guess is what I'm looking for. But anyway, this is a good way of doing this, because now I can don't have to flip my videos, and I think it will work with all the cameras I have. This is probably the only one that may pose a problem, because when you film using this or record, you have to open this up, and that's your of course that's your viewfinder. And I think I can get away with even using that on here as if I need to. So I've got the lens cap in case you didn't know it was on. There you go. How's that? But anyway, that's just another, like I said, I may try a test with this to see, but for right now, I think it looks pretty good. I really like it a lot. And again, you can take and bend it down. You can go about any way you need to go with it, and I like that part of it. So I think it's going to work out really good. So thanks once again to R. Heidman for the suggestion, and we're going to move on to the next little project. Alright, back with you one more time. It's 8:21 now. I've went ahead and got this together. I put the hard drive in it. It was a little bit tricky to get it in there, and I didn't really feel like putting it on video. So it is ready to go though. There is a 1 terabyte hard drive in there, and I'm hoping everything will come out right. I started to do the copy with the mounted internally in the hard drive bay, but that didn't prove very well received by the operating system. So I thought, well, we'll go this way and do it this way. Like I said, we can do this, let this go all night, doesn't really matter, and get this done. So alright, that's going to wrap this up. I think that's everything I wanted to do. I do have this like I say, on the new extension, I guess I was trying to say here. So it works pretty good. This is a Sony Bloggy Touch 2 Touch, whatever it was. I can't remember exactly what it is now, but I thought I would use it. I've used all 3 different cameras with this boom so far. The only one I haven't used is the original Sony Bloggy, and we'll try that out some other time. But for now, that's going to wrap me up. Like I said, I think that's going to do it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you.